Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late December 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aquarius collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going. My guides and spirit team, talk to me about the Aquarius collective. See what we got going on for my friends here. And hope you're all getting ready for the holiday season. But yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aquarius in late December, please, my guides. We're about to close off the year, start off a new year, so let's see what's happening here. Okay, very intellectual here, my friends. So whether this is like your mind running on all cylinders or there's something to do with one's intellect here, and it feels very, very sharp. Similar to the Ace of Swords when I see this card, but it is very mental, but not in like a dreamy, airy-fairy type of way. This feels like extremely intellectual. Now, before we really start diving into this, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye. You know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card a little bit. So, aesthetically, it's kind of funny. It's pretty interesting. We have this monkey holding a skull, contemplating its life. It's dressed up as Shakespeare. It's in front of a typewriter. There's all sorts of numbers and binary code behind it. So this is very intellectual. Obviously, that's portraying that this monkey is like way smarter than the rest. So when I see this card starting off a reading, it is extremely intellectual. So for a lot of Aquarians in this time, maybe you're trying to feed your brain, right? Maybe you're studying something, trying to learn something, figure out how something works. And I know, because I know a lot of Aquariuses, they're usually very intellectual type of people. They need intellectual stimulation when this card shows up, especially. So for a lot of you in this time, doing those mental workouts could be good. Now, of course, this card could represent overthinking, having a lot on your mind, trying to strategize, figure things out. Of course, that could be an aspect of this card. But I always say, if you're cross-watching for an Aquarius, now is not the time to even try to pull the wool, right? You shouldn't do that to begin with, but they're going to see things for what they are, right? This is very smart. Like, you're not going to pull one over on Aquarius, especially when this energy shows up. But let's get into tarot. Yeah, maybe some of you just want to feed your brain in some sort of way. But yeah, we're going to get your tarot cards out. I always say with this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarots. Then we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. After we get these first upright cards, let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for Aquarius. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Powerful Change. Now, life is all about change, right? This one felt had a little more oomph. It had a little more pizzazz behind it. So for a lot of Aquarians, you could be going through a lot of metamorphosis. Situations could be changing. You could be changing. Your mind, your emotions, all sorts of things were on the table, and it felt very powerful. I was even seeing some karmic energy as well. So we're going to see if that energy continues, right? Like, now is the time of year where things start to shift into new cycles. But yes, as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get it going. 3 cards for Aquarius, my guides. What's happening? Talk to me about my friends here. Late December for Aquarius. I'm getting close to Aquarius season, actually. Okay, King of Swords. Here's that intellectual energy showing up. Okay, that is a power card for you. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, really don't matter. It's not gender specific. Let's get a couple more. Really start to play this out. Thank you. Okay, 10 of Swords energy right here in the center. That is something that we may have to watch out for. Someone going through a tough one. We'll talk about it though. More the air energy, like I was saying, the mental energy, the communication energy, something you're very comfortable with. All right, dropped one. You get a bit of a blooper reel this week. All right, we have the 2 of Pentacles that shot out onto the floor, and we'll take it. So this could be something starting to calm down, which I would say could be pretty nice, depending. All right, we're gonna have to go through this. It's like very serious, this energy, Aquarius. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first glance, I look down here at this type of spread. Once again, lots of swords. Now, in tarot, swords represent the realm of the mind, the intellect, but also communication. So you see what I mean, the active mind, or there's something about someone's mindset that's showing up here with all this air energy. And you're an air sign, even though your sign's the water bearer, it's of the air element. So you're comfortable in this energy. We also have the earth, it's Two of Pentacles, which could be grounding something down. So when I see like King of Swords, Ten of Swords, Two of Pentacles, it's like, okay, you might be over the hump, or the worst of something may have already happened. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Now, position number 1, we have the King of Swords. Oh, I just knocked this one off of its bearings. We'll put it back. King of Swords, air sign energy. So this could be your energy. It could be someone that you're connected to as well. And whenever I see the King of Swords, once again, it's not gender specific. This is the card of who is in control of their suit. And with the swords, once again, the intellect, the communication. So for a lot of you, it's controlling your mindset. It could be controlling the way you see things, the way you think about things. It's a very powerful energy right here. King of Swords is a strategist. It's extremely smart. So for a lot of you, there might be plans. It's extremely determined as well. One thing I will say about the King of Swords is that it can be cold. So for some Aquarians, you might be in a time and place right now where you're feeling a little cold. You might be shutting something down. That card often shows up when things are serious, especially next to a card like the Ten of Swords. So whether it's serious situations or even warnings, we'll just have to see as we press through the reading. Moving to the center, we have the Ten of Swords. You've seen this card, I'm sure, a bunch of times. The Ten of Swords represents rough and tough endings. You see that person, they got the swords in the back. It's not the nicest type of energy. So when I see this, I say, hey, this could be a warning. This could be an ending of some sort, one that's already happened, or pain that somebody's going through. The silver lining with the Ten of Swords is that it's seen as a rock bottom energy, whereas like, all right, it's not going to get worse than this. It could only go up from here. So that could be very good. But we all deal with Ten of Swords, and it's not the nicest. So once again, it could be a loss, it could be an ending, it could be someone really hurting, really going through something difficult. It's some sort of pain. But the one thing that I'm loving is how the end of this reading, or the end of the main part of the spread is, because all this air energy is like flowing around. We got the Ten of Swords, which could be a warning depending what shows up, whether this is past, present, or future. Then we have this lovely Two of Pentacles chilling right there on the back. So once again, all the air energy flowing around, moving into some earth. The Two of Pentacles is a card of harmony. It's a card of balance. Notice it has an infinity symbol. This is one of my cards that has some karmic archetypes and undertones to it. So when we say, yeah, it could be universal energy, source energy, but this is somebody balancing something out. Now, in its challenge, this could represent somebody juggling, right? Somebody that has too much on their hands, too much energy at play, too much is affecting them. So really, you might need to take a load off mentally, or just like take a step back from something if energy is like really doing too much. But when I see this card, it feels like it's grounding, it's harmonious. All twos in tarot represent decisions, choices, partnerships. This one specifically is very good for business, work, and money. So for a lot of Aquarians, this could be really good, very powerful change for the positive. Now, as I was saying, when I look down at this spread and I see how the energy is flowing with all this serious, stern, powerful air energy into the two, it's like this energy kind of grounds it down where like, all right, the worst of it might be over, or you might be getting into some area where things are going to start to solidify. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Aquarius. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Aquarians, my guides and spirit team. Talk to me. What do we got for my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that King of Swords here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aquarius, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, King of Swords time. What's happening? What's going on with my water bearers here? What's going on with the Aquarians? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, there's some mystery here. So there could be something about someone's motives or why something elapsed and it just doesn't make sense. We have the Two of Swords in the upright. I will say this for some of you, there could be some unexpected things coming your way or surprising things, whether they're problems, whether they're situations. Two of Swords is generally a card that doesn't really fit with the King of Swords, right? because this is a card of confusion. The King of Swords is a card of clarity and planning and strategy. The King of Swords is never confused type of energy. So when I see it in the upright under a card that could represent you, just know, expect the unexpected in this time, or there could be a problem or a situation where you're trying to figure out why. Like, okay, why did this happen? How did this happen? Trying to figure out the nuts and bolts, like get down to the root of it. So that makes sense to me. Once again, more air energy. I don't feel like this is a lot of you being confused, even though that could be the case. I just feel like for some of you, there could be unexpected or surprising situations or problems coming in. I feel like that's the main part of the spread here. But I don't feel like it's a deal breaker energy. Once again, yeah, we have 10 of Swords, but we also have this 2 of Pentacles on the back end. So we'll have to see how all this elapses. I don't want to say it's a full-blown warning just yet, but 2 of Swords energy, maybe you're trying to work through something mentally, or that could be someone you're connected to as well, like trying to just work through it, like why, who, what, when, where, why, how type of energy. But we're just going to leave it as is. Once again, expect the unexpected in various different ways. We're going to go in on that 10 of Swords and see what's up. We're going to keep pushing along here, okay? Because I don't feel like we need to get hung up. But are you seeing the theme? We've had this thing about the intellect, the thought process, the mind. It's all over the place. Now we're having repeating 2s because we have the 2 of Swords, now the 2 of Pentacles. So watch for the number signs, synchronicities from spirit, angel numbers, all that good stuff. Let's see what's happening with that 10 of Swords. Thank you. Okay. All right. All right. This could be somebody that feels like, okay, regardless of how this goes, I'm not seeing how something could turn out good. Okay. So once again, now that could be a warning for me. And I'm getting another thing as well. This is somebody in a very dark place mentally as well. And once again, it doesn't have to be you, but the 7 of Cups is a little daydreamy. Once again, all of this energy is mental. So when I see the 7 of Cups under the 10 of Swords, it's 2 main messages. One, this is somebody in a very dark mind state where they're feeling very pessimistic, and like it almost feels like they're being energetically attacked. I will say that. And you know, I try to stay away from like loud messages like that. I'm kind of picking that up here where it's like, it's so negative that this person feels like they're being energetically attacked. Also, this is someone that's in that mode like, all right, it doesn't matter what option, what choice, or how this goes, it's going to end up like this. So you see what I'm saying by the pessimistic type of energy, or someone that feels like there's no way to avoid this rough and tough ending. There's no way to avoid this ending. It's going to be what it is. Okay? Which makes sense. Everything in life ends, right? Even life itself ends at some point. And I'm not saying that's part of the reading. Don't get nervous about that. But I was just using it as an example. I feel like this is just somebody in a dark space mentally. They're in a dark place. Let's keep moving because I don't want to stay here. Yes, this could represent an ending that has someone in their thoughts and their mind. Remember everything we've been talking about. So this could be a warning. Let's go in on that 2 of Pentacles. Hopefully this all starts to balance out. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Okay. It's a little heavy, my friends. So why is that 2 of Pentacles here? Okay, thank you. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, yeah, this is somebody realizing that there's certain things that are going to happen. There's going to be certain situations where you can't mentally justify it, and you're just not going to be able to figure out the who, what, when, where, why, how. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, another card that could represent you. And seeing it in reverse underneath the 2 of Pentacles, it's like this one's trying to understand it and control it. This one is saying it is what it is and releasing it. Okay, like it just is what it is, right? Releasing that control, releasing that almost mental, I don't want to use the word obsession, but like something repeating. Now the Queen of Swords shares a lot of things with the King of Swords. Like I said a little earlier, the fact that she is in reverse does to me represent somebody that isn't as stern, isn't as serious, and is not like thinking about something so much, right? It's something that's cooling emotionally in a positive way. When I'm picking it up underneath the 2 of Pentacles, someone who's not trying to strategize it or understand it or control it in any sort of way. It's like, okay, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do to control it. So interesting how like on the opposite ends of the spectrum is somebody coming to a realization here on the back end. Like, okay, well, maybe I'll never understand. Okay, maybe I'll never connect those dots, and that's okay. That's kind of the energy this has given me here. So hopefully this is an understanding that you might be coming to, or whoever this individual is that's having this difficult time here, because there is someone having a difficult time, that's for sure. But let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card, Aquarius. Once again, So much air. 4 of the 6 cards, and even the 1 water card is a card of the mind. So there's a lot happening mentally here with the energy around you this week. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we do have the King of Swords with the 2 of Swords in the upright. I did say expect the unexpected. There could be unexpected problems, situations, and things popping up out of nowhere. I also got the vibe of somebody just trying to understand why something happened, or just like they're trying to make sense of it. That's a big vibe I'm picking up here. Okay, and their mind could be in a dark place as we move forward, because moving to the 10 of Swords, we have the 7 of Cups in the upright. This is someone that feels like, all right, I don't have many options. It doesn't matter what option. It's always going to end this way. There's an energy of endings here as well, so that's something to watch out for. And it is very serious, somebody taking it seriously. But I felt like this is someone's mind being in a dark place. Like there is a warning about that. Moving to the back end, we have the 2 of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, this is where the energy starts to solidify and somebody comes to an acceptance. Like, okay, maybe I won't figure it out. Maybe I won't have all the details, and that's okay. This is somebody like coming to a place of peace, which is a really nice thing, especially with all the stuff we have going on here. So, yeah, do what you will with that, Aquarius. Let's move into the shadow card. Please take a screenshot of it if you'd like, and let's see what's in the shadows. And another thing I'll say while we get this shadow card out for you, Aquarius, is like air energy can come and go quickly. So just know that this energy could move very quickly, right? It's fluid. But yeah, let's see what's in the shadows for Aquarius here. My God, Spirit Team. And as all of you know who watch on a weekly basis, I always love to pull a shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you. Maybe it's something you don't quite see, and it doesn't always have to be a challenge. So let's see what's in the shadows for you, my friends. And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. There's several different tiers to choose from, and it is a beautiful way to support the channel. So thank you very much. Obviously, no pressure. But let's get you a shadow card here real quick. What is in the shadows for Aquarius, please? Thank you. All right, that card almost flew off the table. And we have the Ace of Wands, very fiery. So the complete opposites of what we have going on here with all the swords. Now, aces, especially the Ace of Wands, is extremely fiery and uncontrollable. So I do feel like for a lot of you, it is Spirit saying like, hey, there could be some things coming in that are a little bit out of your hands. But this is a passionate card. It's a fiery card. So for a lot of you, just know things could be very much up and down, or your passions could start flaring in a very big way. You could get hot in different types of ways in this time, okay? Whether it is emotionally, or we're not even going to go down that road. We'll keep it PG. But the Ace of Wands is a good opportunity as well. So just know for a lot of you, regardless of what's happening here, when we have aces showing up in the shadows, this is opportunities coming out of nowhere. Okay, so watch your temper in this time. Try to stay cool, calm, and collected. But for the vast majority of you, there could be really good opportunities or offers coming down the pipeline, even if you're going through a tough time right now. So Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for December, I'll be giving away 3 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's one of my favorite new decks out there, and it's really enjoyable to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what do you think tarot is best used for? Is it for looking at love situations, the past, the future, energy checks? Whatever it is, you drop your answer down in the comments below. And as always, the winners will be announced at random at the end of December. My friends, as always, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.